need the lights.
Hi, my name is Matthew Herrmann. I'm going to talk to you about sod production today versus seeded varieties, so we have a green advantage. Our main objectives today, we're going to learn the cost of sod and what goes into producing it. We're going to understand its advantages over seeded varieties in your lawn, and we're going to understand what type of sod to grow where you live in Virginia. Alright, sod farming is not like your typical grain production. Yes, it is farmed in huge fields, but it's basically a giant yard. Okay, we're maintaining just like a yard. We do fertilizer, herbicides, pesticides, and we mow it at its recommended height. It's harvested in blocks and bales, so we have to use our specialized sod cutters. Your block is 16 inches by 24 inches wide, and the bale is about the size of your hay bale, the big round one you see out in the field, but it's grass. Okay, we have two different kinds of grasses. We're going to have our warm seasons and our cool seasons. Up here in Blacksburg, we're going to have our cool seasons, and down near the beach where I'm from, it's going to be warm season. Your main warm season grass is going to be Bermuda and Zoysia. Those are going to be your athletic fields, your golf courses. They are able to be cut very, very low, under an inch, under half an inch. So those have excellent ground cover, and they knit together and form a really tight sod because they have stolons and rhizomes, which are those above ground stems. So they're going to be able to knit together. So that'll be your number one sod everywhere, is because they hold together so well. Up here we're going to have our tall fescue and bluegrass. They do really good with our cooler temperatures here. That's what you're going to see mainly around campus everywhere. If you do see the warm season, Bermudas is mainly going to be a weed. The only place we really have Bermuda is on the football field. That's getting ready to go dormant, and we're going to overseed that with a cool season, so it'll get darker green as we get colder here. Okay, we're going to go to prices. Sod is a lot more expensive than your seeded varieties. Your seeded varieties are going to be anywhere from $169, $272 for 1,000 square feet, and you're going to try to get anywhere from 10 to 20 seeds per square inch when you spread it. Your sod is already grown, it's already come up, it's already knitted together, so it's going to be a lot more expensive because they've already put the time and effort into growing it. It's going to be around $2 per block, that's 16 by 24 inch square, and it's going to cost you right around $800 for 1,000 square feet of it. So in Virginia, we're going to have our Bermuda and Zoysia grass is going to be down here in the eastern part of Virginia. And then when we move to the central part, it's going to be our tall fescues or cool seasons because our temperatures are going to start getting cooler. And then when we get over into Blacksburg in our area, we're going to be solely our bluegrasses and tall fescues because our warm seasons are not going to do well. They're going to get diseases and they're not going to stay green. Okay. And also I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of sod versus seeded varieties. The benefits of sod is it's already knitted together. So you have weed pressure is very, very limited. It's already established, so the weeds can't come up before the seeded varieties germinate and sprout. So that's your main advantage. You also have a lot less herbicides and pesticides that will go into your sod once you put it down versus your seeded varieties because you have to control the weeds that will come up and compete with them. And that's sod production.
Are you involved with because you said we gonna put the sod down in Lane Stadium? Are you involved with that, or is it?
We do not put the sod. No, I'm not involved with it. They actually grew all the grass in Lane Stadium off-site and grew it up there by the airport in these big puzzle piece blocks and ship it and bring it in and put it in. That's how Lane Stadium was made with the grass. So we have a disease or anything, they can take the block that the disease is in out, take it out and put a new block in. That's their advantage.
Pretty sweet.
They're doing it.
I got a question. Why is it always 16 by 24? You hit that 4 times. Why?
This is like the standard cutting for all your machines. It's going to be the standard size it's set at to cut it.
Alright.
And what they price it at. So it's just a general rule of thumb.
So when like you have the cutter, is it basically like a giant cookie cutter that just stomps the
It's like
grass,
a,
or
well, it's a blade. You set it how deep you want it so you get under the root layer. And because the roots only go down like 2 to 3 inches, up to 4 inches, that's about going to be your root zone. So it's going to come under, and it basically comes under, it's just a flat blade, and it comes under and just vibrates back and forth and cuts under it. So it'll cut that block, and cut it and push it out the back, slice it, cut it, push it out the back. And with a roll, it's just going to cut it under and just keep rolling it up on the back of the machine.
Does the ground have to be a certain moisture content, or the roll just like disintegrate?
Yeah, it does. I mean, if it's too wet, obviously it's going to fall apart. But the main thing holding it together, you want to have a really good thatch layer, and that thatch layer is going to be your stolons and rhizomes that have knitted itself together. That's going to be your main thing you're going for. To be honest with you, it's going to dry out also once you cut it.
Roll it up.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take?
Sorry, I couldn't tell you right off on that one.
Yeah, like what if I want to grow grass for lane, is that like a 3 week or like a 3 month or a 3 year thing?
The Bermuda is only going to take about like 1 to 2 weeks to establish itself. Like your tall fescues, they're going to take like 6 to 8 weeks to come up. The Bermuda is a lot faster. So what you're just going to be able is one of the slowest warm seasons coming up. So your Bermuda is definitely the fastest. What they're going to overseed the field with is perennial ryegrass, and that'll come up in 1 to 3 days. You'll see it start to get greener. Like after Thanksgiving is when they're going to do it.
What doesn't make sense to me is that like you always cut it, but then you take away all that dirt. Like how do you put topsoil back in eventually? Or?